update to the update. I don't know how to start this video. Pure Addiction Diesel, or Pure Addiction Performance Diesel, whatever the hell they call it. I'll post a link in the description for them, but they are rebuilding my injection pump right now. So it should be done by tomorrow. Today's Thursday, so yeah, Friday should be done. Yeah, so we're gonna be doing that this weekend. Well, I'm not gonna be able to get to it this weekend, but Memorial Day I don't work, so it's Monday or Labor Day, whatever. I don't know. It's one of those holiday thingamajiggers. Anyways, they're doing a whole rebuild on it. I forgot to give them my governor spring. I gave them my factory one just cause. But I forgot to have them put the 3200 RPM one. So I'm going to send them a message and see if they're going to put that in. If they can just throw one in, they'll have an extra one for Adam. But yeah, so the pump, it basically needed a full rebuild. The whole thing was just worn out. And like I showed you a few videos back, there was metal shavings coming out. So that's pretty much a given. Anyways, yeah, the rebuilding is pretty much $1,000. $880 for the rebuild on that. So yeah, unfortunately that's what happens when you have a diesel. They're awesome engines, but fixing them costs a lot of money. So we're having that done, and we'll be getting this thing running again and back on track to fixing her up. Alright, goofing around with the truck here. I'm working on my cooling system here. What I'm looking at doing is I've got this fan here that I picked off a 4BT at the shop I got this engine from, and this one's got a fairly new clutch on it. It's still really good. It's got a good fan on it with some really nice sharp edges on it. I just nicked my finger with it. So the only clearance issue I have is just with my lower radiator hose. I'm going to try and reposition my power steering hose and get it so that I can position this guy down a little bit. Basically, this hose right here needs to go down a little bit more, and I think this end just needs to come in. If I can get him to come in a little bit by trimming it, I can get this fan to work and not hit anything and slice open the things. It looks like it was rubbing on the last truck that this was in. Apparently this fan clutch here, as you can see, is made to fit this hub. I think it's for a there's a part number on there. I'll get this off here in a second and show you the part number, but it's for like a 1990 International P or NP something. I forgot what the hell it was, but it's got this engine in it, and you'll get this fan clutch. I just got off the phone a little while ago from the diesel shop, and they said that the pump had pretty much just about everything was worn out in it. And then they said that there's the I think it's like, what do they call it, a KSB or something like that. There's a wax solenoid at the bottom. I think it advances the timing depending on the temperature of the engine or the coolant. That was out completely. So, you know, I wonder if that was part of our cold start issue, because I think that advances the timing if the engine's cold. So if that was out and it's cold out, that's probably why it was starting weird. So the pump is being rebuilt. They've actually had it on the test bench today, and that's when they found out that solenoid was gone. But basically they said everything in the pump was done. It was gone. I asked them to install another governor spring. I say another because I have one that was in it, but I gave them the factory one just for whatever reason. I don't remember why. I just did it. So they're installing one in for me, and they're going to calibrate it with that new spring. And then, since I have my other one, we're going to put that in Adam's 4BT. Anyways, the whole rebuild's going to cost me $1,050. $1,050. It was $880, but I asked them to do the governor spring, and then they got to put the new solenoid in, so I brought it up to another couple $100. But anyways, while we're waiting for that, I'm gonna work on this cooling system because summer's coming up, and I want to get a mechanical fan on here because this electrical fan, I'm just tired of dealing with flipping it on and having all these wires everywhere. So I'm gonna get rid of this. I'm gonna get rid of that relay there, get rid of the rat's nest, some of it. I'm gonna come back later and redo all this. I know I've said that a million times already, but I'm gonna go to the dealer, like I said tonight, and get a new gasket for that. I hope my, yeah, I think that'll be okay. Oh, the hardware there, yep. Let's see, what was the other thing? Later, I'm going to pull that little bastard out, and we're gonna do Hydro Boost. Don't know when, but that's the plan. Oh, I'm getting a new thermostat for this guy here. This one's original, so I'm gonna get a new gasket and stuff for it, and we're gonna replace that. That's another reason why I'm draining the coolant. So it looks like I just need to pop these off here, and actually, what I could do is just loosen the bolt here, and then undo the bolts here, and just pull that back. I am gonna take my battery out. Adam's gonna bring his charger over. I'm gonna get that thing charged up. Yeah, I think we'll have this thing rocking and rolling later next week. Actually, I don't work Monday, so I think I'm gonna work on it then. I might even work on it tomorrow night. I don't know. Depends. Probably won't be able to sleep. So, yeah. So that's what's going on. Before we get this thing running again, I'm gonna take this fuel filter out here, clean it out. Yeah, see, I don't get any air in my system. Look how well this is held. There's no air in there at all. I've even got that open. So, yeah. And it's finally warming up. I'm looking at getting a new job soon. I hope it comes through because, boy, I tell you what, I really want to get my AC working. And another update for you on the flax here. Got one little repair I'm going to be doing to it. Nothing major, but well, I'll go over it later. It's really stupid, really. So I've repositioned the hoses. I've actually trimmed this guy. He doesn't touch any of this anymore. But this guy a little bit. I trimmed the hose off here. Took off this much. Remember, this is the lower V8 hose. It's just flipped. So this end used to go to the water pump, but I can't do that now. So I've got just a little bit of clearance. Yeah, I'm just hoping that doesn't hit. I think what I would like for is this hose to actually be closer. So yeah, I don't know. Well, I got the thermostat off. Looks a little yucky in there. Oh yeah. Yuck. Cylinder head's a little gross. This is the thermostat that was in there. Kind of dinked her up a little bit, but yeah, this doesn't look like a Cummins thermostat. I'll go look up the number and see what temp this is. Oh, this is a Cummins thermostat. Must be original. But here it is. Looked up the part number. This is it right here. As you can see, 181 degree Fahrenheit. 4BT, 6BT. $20 for a new one. So I'm gonna come in dealer and order a new one. All right, so I got the, as you can see, I got the thermostat out. I tested to see if it works, and it does heat up and expand just perfectly fine. I'm still gonna get a new one. I kind of dinked it up a little bit, and then you can see it's not really. Me and Adam are always kind of worried about how these engines run so cool because my temp gauge never really moves, and so it seems like, you know, it's like it doesn't have a thermostat. Well, my radiator doesn't get warm, unless it's really hot out. Or when I was going to California, it didn't get hot until you know, after like 6 or 7 hours of driving. Anyways, this is good, but I'm gonna throw it out after I get a new one from Cummins.